Hello YouTubers, Rowan Jr. here, and today I'm happy to share with you guys some great news that DICE has announced, and that is the Premium Friends system. So what this system is that premium players, so basically people who bought the Premium Pass, can now invite non-premium players to actually join a party with them and be able to have access to all the DLC maps that are released right now and that are going to be released in the future. So basically, if you have a premium user on your friends list, they can actually invite you to the party, and then you'll have access to those DLC maps. And the reason DICE are doing this is for the DLC maps to actually stay relevant longer than previous Battlefield titles. So for example, in Battlefield 4, a DLC would come out, you'd see the maps populated for about 1 to 2 weeks, and then people would go back to vanilla maps because non-premium users or people who didn't buy the DLC separately wouldn't have access to those maps, so there would be a lot less players in those maps. So the servers that had DLC maps on wouldn't be as populated. So actually administrators who owned the servers would change back to vanilla maps because they found that they didn't have enough people playing in their servers and that it wasn't worth renting, so they would go back to vanilla maps. So that was a problem because people who bought the premium and DLCs wouldn't have that much out of that. Like, they wouldn't get much use out of those maps and all that stuff because people just weren't buying the premium pass or the DLC, so in turn they weren't playing those maps. So this is basically changing the whole way that the DLCs are going to be released. So if you have a premium friend, they can invite you to a party and many other friends, so it can be a really big party. As long as one player in there has the premium pass, everybody in the party gets to play the DLC maps. And you're going to probably see somewhere that your party is going to be premium enabled. So until the premium user leaves that party, it will stay premium enabled. So this is a great step in the right direction. However, there are some restrictions for this. I will go over them a little bit later in the video. But yeah, this is a great step in the right direction because the maps will see much more usage than they did in previous Battlefield games. And people are going to feel as though they're getting more of their money's worth when they're buying premium. Not only can they invite friends to play with them who maybe don't have the funds to buy premium or the DLC, and they're just gonna be able to play those maps a lot longer. So that's just great because I didn't want to see the DLC maps go like before and just be able to play them for 2 weeks because you don't really get your money's worth in that sense. So I'm really happy that DICE came up with this plan to make it so that the game just lasts longer than DLC lasts longer than it previously did. Like I said, there are some restrictions. Basically, I'm going to read them out to you. There's a post about this on the Battlefield website. I'll leave a link in the description down below, but I'm just going to read over what the restrictions are for the people who don't own premium and that are playing the maps through their premium user friend counterpart. So in a premium enabled party, only owners of Battlefield 1 Premium Pass or the specific expansion pack will earn XP from the maps exclusive to that expansion. We will save the XP for everyone else and grant them retroactively if they decide to get the Battlefield 1 Premium Pass for themselves. Only owners of a Battlefield 1 Premium Pass or the specific expansion pack will be able to spawn in with weapons and vehicles unique to the expansion, and only owners of a Battlefield 1 Premium Pass or the specific expansion pack will track progress towards the unique medals and codexes for the expansion. So basically, if you don't have the Premium Pass or you don't have that specific DLC, you won't gain any XP from that. It will be saved, and if you decide to buy the DLC or the Premium Pass, you will then get the XP retroactively, and that means also you won't be able to use weapons that are specific to the expansion and vehicles, and you won't be able to unlock the medals and codexes for that. But I mean, you're still getting, like, everybody's going to be in that community, be able to play the maps together and just have a larger pool of players. Having access to that is great. It's great for the community, it's great for the game's life, and it just brings so many more advantages. Now I know that it kind of sucks that you don't get the XP from those matches, but I mean, altogether you're still getting access to new maps, which is great. And as I said, it's just great for the community, and it doesn't take away from the people who do have the Premium Pass because they have access to a little bit more, and they're able to invite those friends that might not have the funds, as I said, to buy the Premium Pass or the DLC. So I think it's a great step in the right direction for everybody. Some people might say, well, I paid premium, why should they have access to the DLC maps? I just like this business model better, and I think that in a perfect world, all the DLC would be free and they would find other ways to make more money through microtransactions and stuff like that. But I don't know if they're going to ever go in that direction. But I mean, this is already something great, and they actually listen to the community, because not much of the community actually liked the DLC business model that DICE has right now. So that's why they're changing it, and they are listening to us as a community. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. I really want to know your feedback, and I'm happy that I'm going to be able to invite my non-premium friends to play those maps with me. That's just such a great thing, and I'm going to be able to bring them along instead of like, oh, well, we're going to have to find a server that doesn't have the DLC maps. Now we're just going to be able to go into a server that has every map and just play in it. So that's great. I really love this idea. So don't forget to hit the like button if you liked the video, the dislike button if you didn't, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.